What does it really take to enter a primary school in China? Hi, I'm Leo, 42 years old, and currently unemployed in China. Today, I'm not here to talk about my life. I want to reveal the hidden rules behind how children enter primary school here. My son is 6 years old now, and this September, he'll be leaving kindergarten to start primary school. This morning, I'm heading to the local education bureau to complete the registration process for his school eligibility. In China, enrollment requires a mountain of paperwork, marriage certificates, birth permits, ID cards, property deeds, and the Hukou, household register. I need to explain Hukou. In China, Hukou is more than just ID. It documents your entire family tree and categorizes you as either an urban or rural resident. In the past, this policy strictly prohibited rural residents from moving to cities, acting as a core tool for restricting population mobility. While it isn't as rigid today, it still defines the boundaries of your social welfare. There is a massive gap in employment, pension, and healthcare between urban and rural residents. A rural resident might receive a monthly pension of only 200 yuan, about $30, whereas an urban resident could receive 20 yuan, about $300. The government encourages rural residents to work in cities and purchase property to settle down, hoping that through one generation's hard work, the next can take root in the city and enjoy better benefits. Chinese people are a nation willing to sacrifice everything for the next generation. This has been the fundamental driving force behind the rapid real estate development and skyrocketing housing prices over the past decades. This process also gave birth to school district housing properties near elite schools that often cost several times more than regular homes. I cannot afford those exorbitantly expensive top-tier school district houses. Besides, I always believe that if a child is naturally gifted at learning, they can succeed in any environment. Through 20 years of hard work, I managed to buy my current apartment. Fortunately, my neighborhood is zoned for a primary school in Chengdu that ranks above average. Today, I only need to bring my Hukou and ID card to the Education Bureau for a simple registration, and then I can complete the rest of the document uploads back at home. Whose bag is this? Why is it hanging on a tree? Just left there, swaying all alone in the wind. This is the place. Quite a crowd here today. Let's line up at the entrance and wait for a bit. Can you believe it? In 2025, the number of newborns in China was only about 8 million. For a massive nation of January 4th billion people, our birth rate is even lower than that of many developed countries, perhaps the lowest in the entire world right now. Alright, the school registration for my son is all wrapped up. It's nearly noon now, so I'm going to go grab a simple lunch. In China today, QR code ordering is everywhere in restaurants. Yet, I still find myself missing traditional paper menus. Is it because I'm getting old, or am I simply falling behind the relentless pace of society? I ordered a grilled sausage for 70 cents, a clay pot rice dish for $2, and a drink for 20 cents. The total for this meal was $3. Do you think this is expensive for a meal in Chengdu? I'm unemployed now, and there's no way around it. I'm not a good cook, so I have to cut back on expenses. Finding food outside that is both cheap and hygienic has become my current survival strategy. Back home now. It's time to tackle the second half of the primary school registration, studying the admission rules and uploading all the documents. Fortunately, I have a habit of scanning and backing up these files on my computer. Otherwise, I have to find a place to scan them, which would be another unnecessary expense. As you can see, the spending starts long before the first day of school. In China, the cost of raising a child is incredibly high. That's a major reason why many young people today are hesitant to marry or have children. The rules are incredibly tedious. First, you upload everything online. Then you have to keep checking for the education bureau's review results on specific dates. If there's an issue, you have to pack up all those original documents and head back for an in-person audit. Finally, you wait until July for the school's notification. Bring the documents once more for final enrollment. And only then is the process complete for the September start. Does this sound like a hassle to you? My head is already spinning. But I have no choice. Since I'm currently unemployed, taking the best possible care of my child and my family's daily needs is how I prove to myself that I'm not completely useless.
好了
Dear son, you're about to start primary school, a brand new chapter in your life. I want you to know that grades are never the most important thing. Over the next 6 years, my only wish is for you to be healthy and happy. A warm childhood is the most precious treasure a person can own. It has the power to heal anyone who faces in adulthood. Your dad might not be a man of great influence, but I will always strive to give you the very best of his work. I love you forever. Go for it, my boy.